Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a ridiculous glitch in Black Ops 7 Zombies that lets you stack up to 100,000 points on round 1, allowing you to open every single door, buy every single perk, and pack a punch to tier 3 before even starting any of the Easter egg steps on the new map Astra Malorum in Black Ops 7. I would recommend using gums that you only have one of, or ones that you just don't ever plan on using, because this glitch does actually consume them when you do it. It doesn't actually just give them to you for free. In this run I'm using some gums that I had just lying around, not ones that I'd normally use for their effects, but just ones that actually let me gain a lot of points relatively quickly. This does work in both solo and co-op, but it does have a few limits. First off, you have to keep an eye on the timer and not let it go over 3 minutes, otherwise that will cut your ability to be able to switch the Gobblegum packs, and you won't be able to get the new ones anymore. Second, you want to make sure that you have packs that have both the Gobblegums that you actually want to use in the game and the ones that you want to consume. So here's how it works. First, when you load into the game, you're going to want to load in with the Gobblegums that you want to consume. And you're going to want to go ahead and consume the first 2 of them. You're going to want to make sure not to consume all 3 of them, because that will also cut off your ability to refresh the Gobblegum packs. Once you consume the first 2, you're going to want to pause, and then switch to a different pack, and then switch back to your original pack. You don't have to unpause after doing this, at least in solo. I'm not sure about that in co-op, but as far as I found, you don't have to unpause when you switch the pack in solo. And once you're done consuming them all, if you do end up keeping all 3 of your Gobblegums right before the 3-minute mark, you will still be able to use them normally right after. It's not like it stops you from using them or glitches them out or anything. You're still able to use them normally or consume them if you would also rather do that. And this is just showing how quickly the boss, Oscar, actually can be killed using this method, at least at an early round like this, if you're not going for something like the Easter egg. And here's what really happens. So when you consume the gum, it actually does take it out from your stock, and it does give you the points. But when you refresh, it's like changing your pack, but it never accounts for how many gums you actually own. It only gives the ones that you selected back to you because it's within the first 3 minutes of the game. Now I'm going to show you how it works, but slower. First, you're going to want to consume the first 2 gums that are the highest tier. So if you have a yellow, a purple, and a blue, you're going to want to consume the yellow and the purple. If you have a red, a yellow, and a purple, consume the red and the yellow, and so on. After that, you're going to want to switch the pack, then unpause like I do here, and then switch back. But like I said, that unpause is not required. You do not have to do that in solo. And so just to summarize, you're going to need 2 Gobblegum packs, 1 with the actual gums you want to use in the match, and 1 with 2 gums that you want to consume, and 1 other one. It doesn't really matter what it is. You go in, you consume the first 2, and switch your packs, switch back, and then consume them again for the first 3 minutes of the round. And this last clip is just me killing the mini boss of the game, just to really know how hard this actually hits at such an early round, and how useful it can be whenever you're trying to do the Easter egg.
No soul. I can relate.
Work swiftly, my friends.